Hello, and welcome to Stellaris? Yeah, it's a little odd, I know. But we are going to be playing, mostly because of the new Federations update, I can finally get things rolling how I like. We are going to be playing as the Aaron Alliance, led by the illustrious Ethan Drake. So we're going to be playing as the sort of empire that inspired it all. Obviously, I had this in my head way before Stellaris, but Stellaris allowed me to make them in the sci-fi setting, along with various other potential entities. And actually, I forgot I have to ban the Nexus, because the Nexus are from a point in time that doesn't currently exist. So, in fact, did their story get wiped? Their story got wiped. Well, basically, humanity fought against a super deadly thing, these guys, and lost. And so, yeah, the robots went nuts. The robots were made to fight the thing, and the robots went nuts, so. The robots were like, the only way to preserve humanity is to kill humanity and then reseed the galaxy. Because otherwise, the virus is going to be able to get, or the parasites are going to be able to. They're the Flood. Look, it's the Flood versus the Forerunners is basically what it is. That's all I need to say. But ours is a history of oddities and inconsistencies. We found ancient city ruins older than some archaeological excavations of primitive villages. We've unearthed saws, axes, and even rifles which predate stone-tipped spears and bows. The vault at Mount Lumen. A peculiar history, however, did not prevent us from stepping readily into a futuristic era of space flight. We have now managed to escape the gravity of our home planet, aiming for other planets and bodies beyond our solar system. We have scarcely left the atmosphere before the oddities emerged in new, strange signals of aliens' origin. But first things first, get some stations built up. Physics, society, and mining station output. There are a lot of cool flavor text for the texts, but I'm not gonna read all of them. Maybe for some of the rare texts I will, but not for the common stuff. Can't really do anything about that. And do I have any? I'll build one extra science ship. Bam. So, our archaeological site is a string of anomaly readings is emanating from the surface of Wenzu. We'll need to launch an expedition to find out. Which I will be promptly doing.
Construction completed.
There we go. And I'm going to do expansion. Excavate that archaeological site. And my construction ship.
System survey concluded.
Oh yeah, I wasn't going to play this on the fastest speed, because if I did, then I get too many pop-ups at the beginning. We got a nice tight little bubble here. I like that. I like that a lot. That means we actually have a decent area to expand up into. My plan is to stop here and to stop here. Because that'll give me 2 good choke points to build and expand my empire.
Completed.
Until we are able to expand more carefully. And that also helps as far as being able to make a beeline for those survey points so I can build out kind of oddly and then consolidate after that. But for those of you who don't know, Stellaris is a space empire building game with a few surprises up its sleeve. And basically, I'm playing this with the canon galaxy. Positions of the empires are, of course, not something I can control. But it is playing with the various canon empires and potentially a few extras.
Construction completed.
Oh man, did I set the... I may not have set the amount of empires to spawn right. Well, it should be fine. Because I wanted a few surprises. I wanted a couple of empires I wasn't expecting, along with all of the canon ones. A comet blazes a trail across Eddasil's horizon, a bright envoy from the distant stars. The Eddan people find great joy in this reminder, vague as that it is, that we are not alone in this universe. They are more supportive than ever of the Aryan Alliance's ambition to greet the galaxy in open arms. Tremendous. And basically, we're playing as humans. They are humans. They're just adaptive instead of the canon human traits. Because they're not from Earth. And I wanted the potential for Earth to be discovered. And we'll see what Earth is in this timeline. It may be horrible and dark, or it may be bright as the sun. But we'll find out. One way or another. We'll find out.
Research concluded. Research concluded. Construction completed.
Ooh, we've discovered artifacts on Nishdan 4. If what we have learned is correct, they call themselves the First League and appeared and coexisted in relative space 2 million years ago. Although the system lies in a region of space that seems to have made up the core of their territory, a partial map found among the artifacts indicates that they may have covered a significant portion of our galaxy.
Situation log has been updated.
And yes, we
Situation
should
log
definitely
has been updated.
try and survey habitable
Research
worlds.
concluded.
Let me get some AI in here. Get some primitive AI, some VI. It's not a full artificial intelligence, but a virtual intelligence. For those of you who've played Mass Effect, that's how I see this first step. The Citadel Station.
Construction completed.
Our scientists leveled up. Oh, don't worry. Plans for an expedition are long underway. And now we're getting to the point where people are being unemployed on our homeworld. So I'm going to build an autokython. And I'm going to clear out some of these undesirables
Construction completed.
while I wait for more minerals. Now, we do have some curiosity. A base of operations has been set up on the surface of Wenzhou, and several teams are now en route to the various anomaly sites our scanners picked up. The significance of this mystery is simply unparalleled, and the scientific community is absolutely buzzing with theories and anticipation over what will be discovered by the excursion teams. And I'm going to try and build some city districts, get some more jobs up in here. The ERN Discovery has discovered a previously unknown strategic resource on Goskik 1A, dubbed volatile motes. These preternatural particles contain tremendous amounts of energy which could be exploited for fuel or explosives. Excellent work. Doing a good job, Eleanor Leroy.
Construction completed.
And Governor Broussard is also doing quite well. Alright. However... Oh. She died. While excavating, Dina de Chowder recently vanished without a trace. Okay. That's not terrifying at all. Since this has been above our... Where is this? It's a gas giant. It's a gas giant literally... one ring away from Erasil. Well, 2 rings away, technically. Because the other ring is Concord. But that's not good. It better not be some Noctis. Noctis better not be lurking around.
We have detected an anomaly.
Nah, leave that be. Yeah, it better not be Noctis. I don't want a Noctis situation this early. Noctis is the...
System survey concluded.
Some people consider him a demon. Some people consider him to be an elemental lord. Others still consider him to be an aberration. Some consider him to be a god. But he is basically the god of elemental evil darkness, and for that he is the Lord of Terror and Nightmares. And he is absolutely horrifying. And I'm kind of glad we didn't get the event chain, at least not yet, that has the... well, let's just say there's an event chain in this game where you get to meet him, or, well, your own version of Satan.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Set, if you're ancient Egyptian. What's another good one? I want to say Loki, but Loki's... Well, Loki is evil, technically, in the mythology. Hell, it technically is. If you had to say that they were evil, they would be evil. No, it's more like a cult of Jorgenmander. But, anyway.
Research concluded.
Build a city district.
Construction completed.
And then go and probably build another mining district. Yeah, let's do prosperity.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Yeah, no, I like Corvette. It's better. Oh, cool. What have we found? Most excursion teams have reached their destinations and reported back. Artifacts buried in the ground have been uncovered. Head scientist Radomir Polichev describes them as highly accurate galactic laser pointers, ancient machines that are emitting strong ultraviolet beam out into space for purposes unknown. It is a bittersweet discovery, the profound, exhilarating importance of alien artifacts countered by their seemingly arbitrary purpose. Especially since the scientist lady disappeared into the void. Mysteriously. Hey, I'm trying to get more people employed, okay? I'm working on a city district. I'm working on a mining district. Working on an agricultural district. Just wait. You guys are being born a little too quick. And then, of course, upgrade the first fleet.
Ship upgrades applied.
And clear out the industrial wasteland.
Construction completed.
And at a certain point, I'm going to call it now.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
I have to build a colony ship and 2 corvettes.
Knowledge is the key to the universe. Construction completed.
Simply
System
because
survey concluded.
I'm going to do research station output, and I'm going to do farming subsidies. So that's got that part covered. So we are at the point, at the furthest reach that I wish to go to. So now I just got to secure the other end. And then consolidate from there. Despite our best efforts of excavation and analysis of the alien indicators on the surface have failed to deliver any relevant result, because the vault has already left planet. The archaeological teams have calculated and followed the path of the alien signal beams, but nothing is being pointed at other than empty space. Scientist Radomir Bolachev has requested more time, convinced that something has been missed. So it could be the vault. That's always a possibility. So that's basically so this is based off of the actual empire that I developed for some stories and stuff. So there is a mountain called Mount Lumen, which basically is one of the highest mountains in the known world.
Construction
if
completed.
not the highest specifically, where basically a spacecraft landed. That's where the precursors landed and began helping out the natives. And it actually didn't land on purpose. It crash landed. And it is the energy from that crash land.
Research concluded.
Pause. It's the energy of that crash land that basically created magic, which is why I'm planning on making these guys go psionic if I can. I do have other priorities as far as ascension perks go. And at a certain point, I want to say before the discovery of spaceflight, well, definitely before the discovery of spaceflight, but before the discovery of any form of aviation, of the technological sort at least, they left. And I'm assuming that's where they're pointing towards. Obviously, this is Stellaris, so it can be whatever the heck it wants to be, but, you know, I can integrate. Study of the surface revealed that Wenzel was built eons ago by a small asteroid. The impact was not enough to obliterate the planet, but it did nudge it a fraction out of its original orbit. By analyzing the impact, they managed to calculate the initial position and rotation, and use that data to rewind the alien indicators to their original position. And there it was. It had been suddenly converging on another planet in the system. Amazing. What planet? Is it Algisa? The previously discovered alien indicators are pointing at this planet, and we should go down to the surface and investigate further. Yeah, Algisa. Destroyed in fire. We'll see.
We have detected an anomaly.
Sure, research that.
Knowledge is the key
Unexplained
to the
patterns
universe.
of interference. And build an energy grid. And then we'll get interstellar franchising. And then I'll research some improved deflectors. So we can get some
A new
action.
world of opportunities
And we've
awaits.
colonized Nipshan Prime, which I'm actually going to rename this from Nipshan Prime to it's energy, so I'll call it Fulgor. The Urian discovery has succeeded in isolating the signal embedded in a unusual pattern of interference. The signal is a song, a complex sonification of an advanced mathematical equation, to be precise, and one that science officer Eleanor Leroux cannot seem to get out of her head. Who or what may have composed this song remains unknown, although its complexity infers an incredible level of technological sophistication regarding subspace harmonics. The signal's geodesics suggests a point in origin from outside of our galaxy, which means it's not the work of Lux, god of knowledge. But, as I said, this appears to be an energy planet, so I'm going to call this Fulgor Prime. God of lightning. And I'm actually going to rename Nipsham to the Fulgor system. Yeah,
System
the
survey
society
concluded.
isn't super godly, but the thing to remember is that neither is... Well, as far as the Roman gods go, we're not super into the whole Roman gods. So, considering that, you know, it makes sense that they would, that even though this society isn't very godly, they would, from an intellectual standpoint, try and, you know, rekindle the old knowledge and, you know, give a nod to those who first discovered the stars. Our archaeological team have started their work on Algisa. It's pretty impressive work considering it's a volcanic wasteland. Seismographic readings quickly isolated a hollow area underground in a rough location indicated by the indicators previously discovered. The expanse is vast, and despite its mysterious nature, one thing is beyond doubt amongst the experts. It is not natural. Well, obviously, well, I guess there could be a cave-in or something that prevents the lava from getting there, but whatever. Someone built it with a specific purpose in mind. Keep going.
Research concluded. Construction completed.
I need to know. And I might actually go and build a few more
Construction completed.
stuff. Ooh. Now I'm worried. The excavation crew has finally reached the underground structure. Vast, angular halls and tunnels were explored. A complete lack of adornment made it difficult to establish the purpose of the structure. When Radomir Parlachev entered the main chamber, a deep sound suddenly reverberated. Initially, just thundering noise, the sound slowly contorted until an incorporeal voice spoke a single sentence in our language. Are you ready? The booming voice was followed by a deep rumble as one of the giant walls slowly slid away to reveal a dark corridor. Our archaeologists went deeper inside. Tread carefully. Who knows what hollowed secrets lie? Let us not walk into the heart of the demons. Let us hope that it is something good. But I was thinking about what to do with this. Because I'm going to have an energy world with Fulgor, and I'm going to have some sort of manufacturing district with Fulgor too. Because it's got so many slots for city districts. So I think what I'll do is I think I'll turn Etasil Prime into a farming world. A sort of a mismatch between farming and mining. I'm not going to focus on city, that's my point. And I'm not going to focus on electrics. I will boost
Research concluded.
Actually, I do like... I like all these guys. Oh, and Radomir Bolachev has been elected. Good. Which means, of course, I need to hire another scientist. Don't screw it up.
System survey concluded. Ship upgrades applied.
And I need an admiral as well.
Construction completed.
Uh-oh. We found it. We found the vault. I didn't think we'd actually find the vault, but we found it. The dark corridor led to an empty round chamber. Stepping inside, the disembodied voice spoke yet again, saying that only the deserving may continue. Short corridors connected the round chamber to 3 other small rooms, each containing some kind of physics-oriented problem. Jeanette Dupont believes that they are scientific riddles that, once solved, may provoke some sort of reaction, but it's all speculation. And of course, our best scientist is now the leader of our country. But don't screw it up. This is the vault we're talking about.
Construction completed. Knowledge is the key to the universe. We have detected an anomaly.
Heavily armed vessel. Yeah. I'm interested in having access to heavily armed vessels. Sounds like a good way to protect us.
A new world has been colonized.
The armed vessel is an abandoned military spacecraft called Nervis Fried. Its light frame and evasion hardware suggested it was built for long-distance patrol missions, but it has been since retrofitted into a long-range stealth bomber. Records of the comms reveal it was hijacked by a rebel guerrilla on its way to perform a strike against a secret complex called Zivan Labs, said to hold a weapon so powerful it could win them the war, and when they were shot down. We have extracted the destination from its original. Send
Situation log
the
has been
science crew to
updated.
the labs. But back to our archaeologists in the vault. All 3 of the science puzzles have been completed in the mysterious chambers deep beneath the underground surface of Algiza. Just as Jeanette Dupont suspected, the structure responded to the correct solutions for the alien trials. As the last riddle was solved, the cloudy holographic projection exploded to life in the main chamber. It was a fine resolution depicting our solar system, along with scrolling instructions for various alien technologies. Another galactic position was indicated by a bright point of light. The search continues. Research option gained. Long-range mineral scanners. And that's not a galactic position. That's a solar system position. Keep digging. Keep digging. Oh, and that's within our system as well.
Research concluded.
That's good. Well, as much as I like more physics, a better hyperdrive is probably wise. Activate the site. And at this point,
System survey
I'm going to
concluded.
build another colony ship. I'm going to build
Construction
a
completed.
few more corvettes. Because I am a wee bit paranoid of threats, since I've seen absolutely none this entire time.
Research concluded.
Makes me very nervous. Yeah. Drink dim minerals.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Ion thruster. Actually, no. Exotic gas refineries. A hidden factory on Fulgor Prime. The building and its state of decay tells of an old civilization that at one point exceeded at constructing things that stood the test of time. Add to the colony's production output. So Fulgor Prime. Has an odd
Construction
factory.
completed.
And we have another
Research
session card.
concluded.
I don't know. What does leader level do? And obviously, my primary concern is that of on the field of battle. Increases fire rate. Yeah, that might be really good. Yeah, as much as I normally go with either enigmatic engineering or interstellar domain or maybe grasp of the void if I'm really, really worried about getting attacked. But I'll do transcendent learning. I haven't really done that before, but it seems to make sense considering the current recent discoveries we've had. I don't really want to name it Fulgor Secundus because it's a city district, so I will call it...
Anomalous readings registered.
Yes, research the things in the debris field. So instead I will call it... Oh, nope, didn't mean to do that. There we go, that'll work. We'll see what happens. A small
Colony
canyon. Oh,
establishment has begun.
we found a thing there. Silent shout. We have discovered the fossilized remains of a gargantuan gastropod, matching no previously encountered life form trapped within a huge block of ice. Its eyes glare fiercely ahead, tentacles reared and muzzle twisted into a gruesome grimace, as if locked into a silent shout. The creature displays no apparent signs of sapience. We unfortunately lack the technology to bring it back to life. Extract and store its DNA for future use. But on Avalon, we found a sealed bunker. Despite readings indicating the building is hollow, no entry point can be found. It appears to be hermetically sealed, and the protective walls are made from unknown material with extreme integrity. Conventional digging equipment doesn't scratch it. We will find our way. Damn it, we will find our way.
Construction completed.
Well, I'm going to build an embassy complex, but that, of course,
System
means I
survey
need
concluded.
the energy crystals. Actually, the crew we've assigned has disappeared. We could send a new workforce to take their place, or we could raise the city to the ground. I don't know what it does. Once I know what it does, I might decide to destroy it. But I don't know what it does. And I was noticing that I currently lack amenities, which reduces happiness. Upgrading that... Oh, well, that increases my administrator jobs, so that'll actually work. So I won't do that. Because current population is 50. Yeah, but I need 40 to do that. Well, if I have to do 40 to upgrade that, and that's when we unlock the next building slot, then logic dictates that I should focus on amenities. So I will produce some hollow theaters, is what we shall do. Keep the peasantry happy. Tempers are running high at the archaeology site on Avalon, and several archaeologists are openly disagreeing with Jean Dupont about how best proceed. Come on, you can do it.
Ship upgrades applied.
I should also mention that I am running with several tickers running faster than normal. That way there's not a lot of downtime.
Construction completed.
I know the Empire Sprawl...
detected an anomaly.
Life science. I know that the Empire Sprawl is a bit high, but it's not going to get too much higher, and that's pretty much where I'm going to keep it capped at, unless something else happens. And we haven't really discovered any other empires yet, so I guess I'll go with Harmony. Oh, that's Pops. Pops is 36. That's fine. They're large burrowing worm-like lithivores. They're basically space worms that eat rock.
Knowledge is the key to the universe. Construction completed.
Well, we'll see.
System survey concluded. Construction completed.
Go to the Maelstrom, I suppose. Aha! After months of hard work, using powerful beams which combine intense fusion heat with high-frequency vibration, the excavation team has finally managed to crack the underground structure. As soon as the vault was cracked, a disembodied voice recording spoke again. It declared that our determination had been proven, and that another trial had been completed, and that we were to be rewarded accordingly. And so we were. The bunker contained all sorts of valuables, at least of which are hitherto unknown technologies which can be investigated further. Underground structures are apparently a popular motif amongst our mysterious benefactors. More vaults, more arcs.
The special project has concluded.
Uh-oh. the weapon that would win the war. Our scientists have returned from the Juvan labs unscathed with footage collected from the facility's security cameras. It shows lab scientists bound and gagging. Being bound and gagged as guerrilla soldiers open the weapon strongbox. But to their dismay, the box is empty. Only minutes later, the rebels can be seen writhing on the floor in intense agony, dark patches swelling across their bodies. Then their skin rips into gray, unidentifiable matter spills out. The matter continues to expand, swirling hypnotically around them until one of the scientists activates the emergency system. Sprinklers douse the room in liquid. An electrical surge passes through, executing all living things. Here, the footage ends. Our crew can confirm the strongbox was indeed empty. Spooky. That's what we were discovering.
A new world has been
Full gas
colonized.
system, but there's another one somewhere. Avalon, Wenzhou, Algiza. I suppose not. Unless there's another one outside of the system. Well, I can't find one, so I guess we'll go and discover the trench world. Because I don't know where In Memoriam is. Oh, it isn't here. It isn't at. It is. Where is it?
Anomalous readings registered.
I didn't even see that. On the tiny barren world of hope.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Oh, we got more research station output, so let's go with basic combat roles.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
And do some robots.
Construction completed.
Okay, no other weird things going on there.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
And then we got robots, so let's go with super solid materials.
Construction completed.
And then we'll go with clearing tile blockers.
System survey concluded.
Actually, what is admin cap? I'll do admin cap. So, on Tiny Planet of Hope, extensive seismographic readings have been compiled into a highly accurate visual model of the underground structure. It appears to be a vast network of angular corridors, several kilometers long. The entire structure is mostly corridors, with the exception of one open space at the bottom of the building. More that cannot be interpreted until we investigate the site properly. And there's another election, but I'll leave it be. Aw. Because our energy credits tanked because Fulgor Prime's not fully operational. It'll get there.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
The The scientist team breached the complex and entered the empty corridors. Ooh. I found something. On closer inspection, the walls appeared to be covered in small, strange inscriptions. Translation of the alien language was highly confusing until it was discovered the writing consisted of nothing but alien names, numbering in the millions. Archaeologists now are pressing onwards toward the bottom chamber, but their effort is hindered by cave-in corridors which need to be cleared. Ah! These fucking pieces of shit. I don't need leaders, man. And with that, 3 different organizations have been founded. Led by scientist Jeanette Dupont, the Whetstone Initiative has been founded. Their members have been pushing hard to assert military dominance on the rest of the galaxy. Scientist Eleanor de Leroux has founded the Galactic Emancipation Party. They work for equality and justice for all of our empire. And Governor Bruce Hart has founded the Alien Rights Coalition. Their members have been pushing hard for friendly relations with alien species. Meanwhile, Ethan Drake is in the background.
Construction completed.
Working his shadow games. Keeping things running smoothly.
Ship upgrades applied. Construction completed.
And I think it's time for another colony ship. No, I can't afford one because we're burning consumer goods. We're burning a crap load of consumer goods. Uh-oh.
Research concluded.
Uh-oh. 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 Oh. I thought that was alert, bad things are happening, like run. Which would have been bad because it's at our core world. Although that's also good because that's where I have the strongest military force. I have roughly 1,000 between the shipyard and the fleet. But our scientist team down on Hope has reached the bottom chamber of the structure. There was an ancient recorded message, some sort of personal debriefing. We failed. The relentless cut through our entire navy without even slowing down. All is lost now. We will die here, in these halls of tribute to our fallen brethren. We fear for the lives of our wards. The relentless will find them, and then they... Does that mean me? That would be bad. But again, that makes sense, because that's Necros, and Noctis, and the Symbiote Dominion, and other things. There's no sign of struggle, no bodies, only empty halls and the silence of those who perished. Well, that is unsettlingly enough to get me to build a shitload more Corvettes, is what that is.
Construction completed.
And actually, I should go to the market. Adamendum. Head scientist Jeanette Dupont wanted to comb through every nook and cranny of the memorial site. It paid off. A small device was discovered in one of the corridors. A small fragment of information could be salvaged. Could work. With their mental faculties shut off, very intellect removed, they would pose no threat. It must be enough. It is the only thing left we can do. The device also included some new coordinates. Jeanette Dupont would like to investigate these as soon as possible. But we should go to the market. I should add a new monthly trade. I should add to buy. I should buy 5 of these. That's going to burn some serious energy credits. So, in return, I shall sell 5 alloys, which should prevent us from going into the red. The last stand.
Construction completed.
on bounty.
Knowledge is the key to the universe. Construction completed. Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Let's get some space torpedoes. I get destroyers next.
Research concluded. We have detected an anomaly.
Many individuals addicted to dancing in the streets for hours and days on end, refusing to stop until they are physically restrained. That's weirdness.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Get some blue lasers. Uh-oh. This is the work of some sort of trickster demon. Nah. The isolated incidents of spontaneous, prolonged dancing on Fulgore City have escalated somewhat, with groups of hundreds of eras are now compulsively dancing in a variety of different styles. Surprisingly, even those who have shown never much interest in dancing are suddenly able to perform expert moves, and the old among them have rediscovered the vigor of their youth. Although many residents are jokingly referring to it as the dancing plague, it is no joking matter. The dancers show no concern for their bodily needs and risk dancing themselves to death. This is not natural. We must find out what is affecting.
Situation log has been updated.
It'll take us a few years, but we'll figure it out, damn it. Ooh, someone laser gripped their name. Alright. Artificial construct, ignore it. The last bastion. There was no need for shovels or drilling lasers this time. Head scientist Jeanette Dupont and the archaeology team simply walked into the ruin. The site is very old, more than 1,000 years, but fairly well kept. It appears to be some sort of staging area built for a specific purpose. There are several laboratories and large storage hangars. The team seem to have found some sort of digital archive server. It's offline, but fairly intact. Hopefully it will fill in the blanks. You will see.
Construction completed.
The science team managed to get the digital alien archives up and running. They exclusively contained arbitrary logs which require some liberal interpretation. The phrase mind wipe initiative occurs frequently throughout the logs, and it appears to have been a specific focus of research at this location. Apparently, the benefactors developed the technology by which they could manipulate the effectiveness of mental faculties, but how and for what purpose remains unknown. I'm assuming to kill some sort of super threat to their species.
System survey concluded. Research concluded.
Well, go and research the easy stuff now. And we'll get some auxiliary. Actually, no. That's better.
Construction completed. The special project has concluded.
The dancing plague has been isolated. The culprit is a gas released by the local vegetation. It induces feelings of exhilaration and an irresistible urge to dance while suppressing fatigue. It appears to be fairly benign. However, as the colonists' self-preservation instincts prevent them from literally dancing themselves to death. Furthermore, our scientists have developed a synthetic gas that, once released into the air, will neutralize the effects. Local entrepreneurs suggest we preserve the unique character of the colony by allowing the gas free in certain areas, providing a safe space for the young and old alike to experience the eternal party of Fulgore City. Others point out that if the gas has a certain valuable properties, we can make use of. You can extract it from the plants before it's produced. Let us exploit these gases to the fullest. Which adds a fuming bog.
Ship upgrades applied.
I can actually probably... Oh, another alien mural. I can probably tell you what they are before they leave the system. They already left the system. Too late. They already left the system.
Research concluded.
Space torpedoes, get some gas extraction wells. That's actually the most important thing.
The special project has concluded. Construction completed.
And go and research the anomaly. And go and build what we can. Crescendo! The archaeology
The alien nation is hailing us.
Who the fuck are you? The Tarathan Commonwealth. Diplomatic channels are now open. That's not what I expected. Anyway, the archaeology team on Bounty has found another ancient digital archive. This too consisted mostly of logs, but there was one journal entry of particular interest. The ship has taken off. We know that they'll succeed, but there was no sense of hope or high spirits as they left. We know that the mission and the work we've done are wrong, despicable, but the alternative is worse. That is one of the last entries found in the facility. Not much of a closure, but at least plenty of discoveries where we've been needed. Maybe there's more. Yeah, they're xenophobic. With the syncretic evolution. And they seem to be eager for war. Clearing out the storage areas, one of the workers found a small device of unknown origin. It was brought to Jeanette Dupont and turned out to be a recording device. It was badly damaged, but a small snippet of the dialogue was saved. Shouldn't be forgotten. Someone has to come clean and speak up for them. History may endure, but my conscience cannot. Well, I'll begin excavating the other sites. Oh, well, nope. Examine.
Situation log has been updated.
Nope. Concord. Frickin' Concord. What's their power? Their equivalent? Good.
Research concluded.
Because I can become way more powerful than I am now relatively quickly.
The special project has concluded.
Nope. I'm leaving that thing the hell alone.
Construction completed.
Ah.
The key to the universe.
And there it is. With that, that is the end of this episode. We've discovered the Tarathian Commonwealth, and we are on unease. Unease. Preparing for potential conflicts. Very much on edge, I would say. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. If you enjoyed this, obviously, like, subscribe, yada, yada, yada. This isn't going to replace the main series. This is just going to be a side thing, at least for now. If it gets super interesting, I might start to put more of it in there. But this is just sort of a supplementary thing than a main thing. Do also have a podcast I'm in case you don't know. We play RPGs. It's cool. It's great. I play a Dragonborn warlock. It's got kind of punchy by the name of Rovarth Mirax. He's pretty cool. He kills things real good. He protect. He attack. More importantly, he sleeps a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next one.